I don't like that. Am I?
Welcome to Fresh Squeeze Media. Today we are here with alternative band from San Diego, Life in Discord. Thank you for joining us, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Starting things off, could you guys introduce yourself and your position in the band?
I'm Gavin. I sing and write about how I'm sad.
I'm Thomas. I play guitar and scream, and I'm like slightly adjacent to him on the stage.
First question, you guys are all from different parts of Southern California. How did you guys all meet?
Thomas and I met a little under 6 years ago at a transit show at Soma in San Diego. Our drummer, James, added me on Facebook like forever ago. I think he was booking shows at that point. And then when we were looking for a drummer, he hit us up and it worked out. We found Chris on Craigslist. That's not a joke. That's completely true. Our bass player, Kevin, is one of James' best friends from years and years and years ago. And he just happened to fill that last slot in the band that we needed when our original member, Austin, left.
Your guys' song, You Think You Know Me, has been out for a couple months. It definitely shows more influence from post-hardcore and heavier music. So far, how have the reactions been?
Everyone's been very kind about the change in sound. Especially with me jumping onto vocals and doing more and writing guitar parts now. Everyone's very kind about it and it's very accepting, and it's gonna get heavier. That's all I can say.
Yeah, we've been really pleased with the response. I don't think we've heard anything negative about it yet, which is shocking to me.
I have. That's cool.
You actually talk to people though.
Yeah.
Yeah. The response has been great. People have been really accepting of the new direction.
What was the writing process for Room to Breathe, and how has that changed for the newer stuff?
I don't even remember the writing process. Chris, you're gonna have to help me out with this. It was mostly Austin, right?
Yeah. No, it was. I mean,
like,
Want me to go over there? Yeah, do it.
Join him.
this is Chris, our guitar player.
Hi, I'm Chris. I play guitar. I wasn't planning on being in the interview. The writing process for the Room to Breathe EP was, we had our old guitarist Austin, and he had written a couple songs, I think, with the rest of the guys. And then when I hopped in, everything kind of actually came together, and we would. I specifically remember we wrote the EP in a ridiculously fast time. I think it was like 6 months. It was around like 6 or 7 months. Thank you, Thomas.
I just play bass. I don't know.
I remember at one point we would go in, we would all jam out parts. Like someone would bring in a riff, we would work on it, and then someone would take it home, kind of put it all together, come in the next week, and we'd have a full song. So it was a very collaborative effort that continues kind of to this day. And it was very much just kind of bouncing ideas off of each other, which I think is why a lot of our music works.
Awesome.
And how it's changed, I'm playing guitar, and that's about it, honestly. Literally, they wrote the songs, I'm like, I'm just going to change this bass part so it actually sounds good. And then now it's just, I bring in riffs, and they're like, no, let's do it differently. Otherwise, yeah, we bring things into the studio and work on it together as a group. We don't do things, we do things separately, but minimally, yeah. We want to keep things as a unit and have everyone inputting.
How have you guys been adjusting to being in a band in a global pandemic?
That's a really fun one. So,
How many times have we stopped?
we've recently specifically, we've had to take a lot of time off. We've had a couple times where people had to miss practices to get tested, get results back, all that fun stuff. We opened up a Discord server where we can interact directly with fans, friends, whoever wants to join in. We've been playing Jackbox games with them. We've been playing some Among Us with them. We've got, channels talking about music, food, just political news, all that stuff. James likes to hop in there and just while he's working on art for the band, just chat with people and live stream it. The timing of this is messed up as this whole global pandemic was a little fortunate for us in that we were about to take time off to write anyway. So we've been spending a lot of time just working on our next release. As you probably heard me say in the tracks, we got a song coming out in a couple months. We're writing our next actual release, our EP. We've been doing music videos, playthrough videos, acoustic videos, just anything we can to keep content moving, to keep people thinking about us. We just dropped too much merch, honestly.
Biggest thing is kind of redefining how we interact with our fans, redefining how we get our message out and entertain. So like before the pandemic, there was kind of a rhythm. You'd practice, you would book a show, write a little bit, and it would always build up to that show where you could see your fans and you'd get, like us as musicians, there's a big emotional release when you play shows. So that was kind of your payoff. And now there's no shows. You know, you work and you work and you work, and there's really not that big emotional payoff for us personally. And we can't interact with our fans at those determined times. So it really is just figuring out a new identity and then a new way to find a rhythm of being in a band.
And that kind of brings us to the next question. What can fans and listeners expect for you guys in the year of 2021?
You want this one? Riffs. I was gonna say breakdowns. I was like, please don't hand it to me, because all I'm gonna say is breakdowns and then hand it back. So, like Gavin said, we have new music coming. I don't even want to say EP. We have like 6 or 7 songs written at this very moment, with more. Like we did today, a set recorded here, potentially live streams coming soon. I'm trying to think of the other things that we want to like talk about without like saying too much. Because there's a lot. There's so much that we have planned, like a lot of new merch, and oh man. Anyone have anything that can be said?
We're trying to treat 2021 as much just like a hard reset as we can. Obviously, the pandemic is not going away. So we're trying to learn, and not even learn, we're just in the process of adjusting how to function as a band. I personally believe that a lot of the digital stuff, your digital shows, your live streams, was going to be the direction the music industry was taking anyway. And the pandemic just kind of fed into that starting early. So we've been putting a lot of energy just into learning to function as a band in the digital age, in this new reality we're in right now.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for helping us start off this project. Make sure to check out Life in Discord session with Fresh Squeezed, and also make sure to check out their newest single, You Think You Know Me.
Awesome. Thank you for having us.
Trying to remove every mark that you